Hey everyone, it's Marvel DC Fan. We're here with another showcase video, and we're gonna go through all the skins in Arkham Origins. For those that were not aware, there's a new Arkham game coming out. Well, not in the traditional sense, but there's another game set in the Arkham universe that's about to be released. Uh, for next gen consoles. It's Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Batman's making an appearance. So um, they made it very clear that it is very much connected to the Arkham games. So I figured just to celebrate, we try and get some videos out before the release of the game, and also just to fill out my quota for the month because I haven't really done anything content wise. So we're gonna change that, or hopefully is the case. So yeah, we're here with Arkham Origins. Oh boy. Okay. So I think we're just gonna go through all the skins. I'm gonna tell you what I think about them, and there is quite a list of costumes to choose from. So let's uh, let's just start at the beginning, shall we? Okay. So we'll just back out of here. So firstly, we got the default skin. Um, which is not the it's not a very cloth costume. Like it's not the materials that we see later on in the later in later in the timeline. This is a year two, year three Batman. He's very armored, and just from the costume design itself, this is um, very much inspired by the Dark Knight trilogy. The Dark Knight Rises. You can see elements of that in here, but just going through the whole thing, you know, he's got a multi-piece cowl from, the mask itself. There's this neck piece, which is kind of hard to see right here, but it offers a lot of protection. Same with like the shoulder blades and stuff. You can see how the shoulder, like the armor pieces for the shoulders connect to the chest plate, and it kind of has that going all throughout it. Like it's a lot of pieces that are just kind of struck together by uh, by means not like in a very technical way. So it's a little like it's a little hard to appreciate right now just because of all the battle damage. But we got a very different design for the belt, a very heavy belt with all types of compartments for stuff, different pouches for different means. Like you got that canister there in the front, which is different. And then, yeah, it's a little hard to notice here, but yeah, across the legs, same deal. Very, very armored up Batman. And I think just as a design point, this is a cool like armored suit. It's not my favorite in the Arkhamverse. There's definitely others I would put above this. Like even the Arkham Asylum armored suit I would put above this. In Arkham City too. But I do like it better than the one we got in Night, and the Suicide Squad design. Well, that's to be determined before like until I play the game for myself. So TBD, I guess. But let's move on. If I had a way of showing off all the costumes without battle damage, I would. So okay, so we got the Blackest Night outfit next, and man, I love the Blackest Night suit for Batman in this game. Just everything about it. I love the very like I like the zombie features around his face, like the blacked out eyes and the glowing pupils. That's awesome. I love the shoulders here. That kind of has that like Arkham Asylum, Serious House, Serious Earth look with the spikes pointing up. Obviously, it's not like they've taken a little bit of creative liberty here because the overall shape of like the cowl and stuff is very reminiscent to the default Arkham Origins costume. But yeah, just everything about it. I love the tight suit. I love the gauntlets, the claws that are, uh, on the fingertips there. You can even see the ring. Like see that ring right there. The belt looks pretty nice, like with the segmented pouches and stuff. Overall, it's just a really good design, and I think well, as far as the comic book, I like it in the comics, but like, uh, WB Montreal did a really good job of translating it into the game, and kudos to them for that. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try and be quick, just because we have a lot of suits to get through. But so we got Nightfall, Nightfall Batman. This is Jean Paul Valley Batman, and if you're looking for an overall definition of the '90s, this is it. Yeah, this is all '90s garb, and just as it should be. We got practically everything here. Uh, we got the long ears. We got the spiked shoulders that are like veering out in a way. Does like this V shape across his chest. Um, the whole assortment of colors going through it with the black, the gray, the gold. Um, I love the gauntlets here. Like it's just super '90s techie kind of look, and also he's got the spiked fingertips and knuckles and stuff. That's really nice. And also, what is that Iron Man arc reactor thing in the middle of his chest? Um, and also pouches. '90s was known for pouches, and this suit has its fair share of pouches. Also, you can't really like. It's really hard to see here, but he's even got like the spiked scallop things on his legs, which is just like I love the way they put the suit together. Like it looks really awesome in this game. It's probably one of my favorites, like just to mess around with. The only thing though is that uh, it was it is technically exclusive to the PlayStation 3 version, um, but obviously we're playing it here on PC, so there is a workaround here. But but yeah, I love this suit. I love like just everything about it. Looks great. Okay. So next we got Long Halloween Batman, and this is probably like one of my favorite suits to mess around. I think this is it's right up. It's like top two at least. It's right. I have a top list video which I wrote a script for. I don't know if I'll have enough time to put it out between all the Arkham videos I'm working on, but like yeah, I think they did a great job of translating Tim Sale's art you know, um, into this game. They got the signature, they got the weird logo here, the tiny, like the very thin belt, and also like the boxer shorts instead of the underwear on the outside of his suit. But yeah, just like with the other suits, there are some liberties taken here. Like you can see from the cowl, it is very reminiscent to how it looked in like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City a little bit. Like it's got that very like if you look at it from the back, you could probably say like, oh, this is just the Arkham Asylum suit. Like what's going on here? And then you turn it around, it's like, oh, it's just a weird monstrosity. But I like the blue and gray. I like that it's not all just black and gray. Like there's a little bit of color variety um, in this game, and this is the closest we're gonna get to classic Batman. Even the muscle structure is like very reminiscent to Tim Sale, to that book. So I think they did a really good job here. But okay, what's next? Yeah, I got to keep switching the suits from here just because if we looked at them from the training area, we wouldn't really get the best look. Okay, so we got Red Sun Batman, Batman cough. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Okay. Yeah, we got Batman cough from the Red Sun universe, where Superman didn't land in Kansas. He landed in in Soviet Russia. And Batman had a very different origin here. And yeah, this this is like during that Cold War, like it's been a while since I read Red Sun. I apologize, but yeah, it's got that very like Russian feel to it. You can just see, like, besides the hat, which is just ridiculous. I love the like sewn on ears on the side. Um, we got the very heavy jacket, and just to me, this just screams Russia in in the time frame that this book took place in. Even just the belt has that look to it, and it's not one of my favorites to glide around in, but I just like that this was included in the Arkham games anyway. This game had a really good thing where it included Batman from the multiverse, and that being the case, I think they had a nice job adding this one in. So I applaud them for that. But yeah, I like what they did here. Like, I like the very dirty look of it. What you could just see it all throughout. The logo looks pretty cool. I mean, that hat is god tier, but yeah, nice effort, I'd say. I would cut, but don't I don't want to do that. Okay, Gotham by Gaslight. So one thing to note about this skin, as well as another one we'll get to, is that this is only available if you buy the season pass. So if you buy the season pass, you get two exclusive skins, and this is one of the two. And this is another one which I like what they did here, but I don't often I don't find myself using it often. Like, okay, so we got the mask here, which looks pretty nice. He doesn't have the makeup around his eyes. He's not going full Pattinson. Um, but yeah, this is supposed to be Batman during the it's very almost end of Victorian era, going into Great Depression. Like, it's in that kind of ballpark. But yeah, I love the cape here. The logo looks pretty nice. The belt is good. I like that it's all not just one color. Like, he just made this with whatever material he just had lying around, and the gloves look pretty nice too. Um, Also, I have a suspicion about this particular skin that they have the face here, which is just Arkham Origins Bruce Wayne. I have a feeling that this model is taken from the Gotham by Gaslight game that got canceled, or at least they were working on a tech demo for. It seems like a lot of that was just kind of taken from there. I think, just going from the concept. I might be completely wrong, but it's just a theory I have. But yeah, I appreciate how they managed to take this look and put it in the game, and I'm glad that it made an appearance in a Arkham game. But okay, what do we have next? Adam West. Hell yeah. Adam West Batman. I think this was around the time when the 60s series was kind of making a resurgence. Like this, I think this was right before the Blu-ray came out, but yeah, so, and also they settled the whole legal dispute they had. But yeah, this and Nightfall are exclusive to the PS3 version, and they did a really good job, I think. I actually like this version of the skin better than what we got in Arkham Knight. I think it just overall looks better. Um, I think I like the cowl more. I like the colors a lot more in this version than I do in Night. Like, that one has a more kind of bluish tint, I feel, and I like the more purpley look to this suit, and I think this one captures it pretty well. But yeah, it's got everything that makes Adam West Batman Adam West. I love uh the drawn on eyebrows and the weird square in his nose, the logo, the belt. Like, it's just, you see this and you know right off the bat that it's full on Adam West Batman, and it looks great. Um, so yeah, I can't get enough of this thing. It's great. I love it. This is one that I definitely like love messing around. Like when I'm fighting crime on the streets and whatnot, this is one that I definitely have fun messing with. All right, so we got the new 52 graphic skin. Um, so right off the bat, I think that the Arkham Knight version is better. There's just something about that I like more, but not to say that this one it's a bad suit. Like it's got everything that makes it, like it's got all the signature things about the new 52. I think for this they were trying to base it more on they were trying to base this more on um, Greg Capullo's artwork. I feel that it's trying to take some essence of that, mainly with the cowl. Like there's not real, like it's flat on the sides, and it just gives me that Capullo look to it. But yeah, I like the cowl, the logo, the gauntlets. I'm not really digging the belt all too much. And the only other thing that, you know, I don't really care about with this particular version is the color. Like I think the gray is too dark. That's probably just me, and it's a weird critique, but I feel like the gray kind of blends, like you can see here, the gray kind of blends in with the black a little bit. It's more so apparent with like the gauntlets here, how it just kind of, it's just not really much of a color difference. But weirdly enough, this is not the only new 52 skin we're gonna see here in just a second. There's a metallic version of the same skin. So this was a very rare skin to obtain for the longest time, because you had to buy the Arkham Origins prequel comic on this app. I think it was called like Mediafire or something like that. And after I think it's reading all issues of the prequel comic, you would get sent a code in your email, and you would be able to download this to your console. It's weird. So I complained with the other one that it was too dark with the gray. I think the silver is just a little bit too loud here. Like it's a little bit too light for my tastes. That's why I think like the version at night, like it has a better color balance between all three of them. But it's still got like it's got all the things I like here. The cowl's the same. It's literally the same skin as the other one. It's just like they just made it more shiny, and I think it's just a little bit too shiny. It's almost like it's more white than it is silver. Um, yeah, not really a fan of this. I don't know, like I don't think I've ever used this for free roam, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, this is a weird skin in hindsight to think about. It's I don't know why we needed a second new 52 skin, but yeah. So next up we got the Noel skin, which is basically the comic was basically Ebenezer Scrooge, but Batman. um, so yeah, for the longest time, I wasn't really too big on the Noel suit in general. There was just like I wasn't really a fan of the whole design element with all the way that the suit was armored up. I think over the years I've grown a little bit more, like I've gone easier on it, but there are still things which bug me. Like the gauntlet spikes are just weird. Like it's a weird shape for the gauntlet spikes. They're not even really blades. They're just, it's almost like shark teeth or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. Um, the belt is different for sure. Also, I don't get the whole neck piece going or like cowl going into the chest and shoulders. Like that's just weird to me. I don't know if anybody else feels the same, but um I think the biggest thing, like I prefer the night version of this. I think the one thing that is holding this one back is the colors because it's just light gray on top of it's barely even black. That's one of the things that bugs me about Arkham Origins, like skin color palette, especially with the black and gray ones, is that it's not really black. It's just very, very dark gray, as the as said by Lego Batman. It's I don't know. This suit's fine. Okay, so next up we have 1 million's Batman. I love this suit. This is another weird one which I just really dig. I can't remember what comic it's from, but like this was another one. That was very weird to obtain because you needed a WBID account to you needed to make a WBID account to get it. It's a lot easier now thanks to PC and modding, um, but yeah, I just really like this suit in general. I like the cowl, like the way the ears are shaped, and also the fact that he doesn't have a mouthpiece. I always find it interesting when Batman suits go for that. Um, I like how the logo spreads into the shoulders. The one thing though is that they're just floating. Like I would have liked them to have some sort of connective bits, like on the back or something, or at least just having touching Batman on the shoulders. I don't know. But yeah, the belt looks cool. The the gloves are neat. And the boots are boots. Yeah, I like the different colors, like color scheme to this. It's just blue and gray, which I like having in these Batman games just to be different, just to stand out from the crowd. And yeah, this was even though this was a very difficult one to obtain, I'm glad that we have it. And also, like I said, it's different, and I really like it. Probably top five for sure, I think. Okay, so we have Knight of the Round Table. This is a weird one, which I like. So the color scheme is pretty cool. Like it's blue and gray or blue and silver in this case. There's just a lot of things I like here, like just from a glance. Um, I think the cowl is interesting, like the pieces that are all around it, like around the back of the head and stuff, which is I'm assuming for like protective purposes. Um, I like how the armor is designed. The armor looks really cool, like from the chest and the shoulders, even down to where like his hips and stuff would be. I love how they kind of incorporate the underwear in this, even though it's not technically that. But yeah, the chainmail looks nice. The logo is pretty cool. I like the red belt. That's different. Yeah, just it's a cool looking suit. The only thing is that I don't find myself using it that much. I don't know why, but I don't really go back to this one. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what's going on with his cape. Just as a sign, I don't know what's going on with his cape. It's just glitching out all over the place. I don't like how you have to scroll down to the suit you want. Okay, Thrill Killer Batman. Yeah, not really feeling it. um, I like the approach that it's going for here, but I'm not really like the overall design wise. I'm not really digging it. I think the best part of this suit for me is the cowl. The cowl looks pretty cool. The way it just kind of wraps around the shoulders there. It has that like stupid. It has that chin strap. It honestly reminds me a lot of the camo Batman, like like the Son of Batman, Justice League War type. Like it has that look to it. I think like the only thing that's missing is the ears, but um, I like the logo too, and the belt is nice. But I think everything else is just it was just weird. Um, the gloves here are just odd. I don't know why they come up to where the shoulders are. And also Batman is in literal stripper boots. We need to take that in for a second. um yeah, not feeling it. Honestly, I never I never use that suit in any way, shape, or form. Like if I'm doing an LP or something like that, maybe I would use it, but any other purpose, nah. So we're not really going to spend too much time here because this is the Dark Knight outfit. It is literally the default suit with a different coat of paint on it. And you know what's weird about this one? This is the one that they used in Arkham Knight. Yeah, this is the one that they put for the Arkham Origins skin in that game. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because like they just didn't care, like they didn't talk to WB Montreal, or just they were just like, how do you feel about putting this one in? They're like, all right. It's weird. Also, the thing I don't like about in this game is that when you're using it after the story, like after New Game Plus and stuff, it keeps the damage from the default suit. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's very weird. It is a very like off-putting thing. I don't know. But yeah, in general, it's strange. Also, you have to complete all the Dark Knight challenges to get it, and don't even bother because most of those are bugged. So you're probably like if you fuck up in any way, shape, or form, you're not getting the skin. Okay, we got the first appearance, Batman. Everybody I know rags on this suit, and I mean I get it. um yeah, like the big frame, like the big muscular frame here doesn't work, I think, with especially his look at the size of his arms in this suit. That is off-putting. But to me, like this is full-on first appearance Batman. It's got everything that that suit has. The only thing that the only thing that bothers me is the cape. The cape is just way too short, and also it doesn't have that overlapping look that the book had, which made it look really cool. So, I would have liked some way of doing that. And also the logo. The logo is just it's got the little it's not what I think of when I think of first appearance Batman. So, I would have changed up the logo just slightly. Um, but yeah, it's got the weird shaped ears. It's got the purple gloves, and also the belt is pretty like on point. Do I find myself using this one? No, not even on Arkham Knight. Um, Arkham Knight they change up the belt too, which is slightly weird. But but yeah, to me it's just first appearance Batman. It looks fine. So if you don't like my answer, just go cry in the comments because I don't care. Okay, what do we have next? There's not too many of these. Oh man, this is a really good one. Brightest Night Batman. I loved everything about this suit. I love the cowl shape. I love the cape. I love the logo and also line paneling going throughout it, like just going into the trunks and down the legs and stuff. That's awesome. The gloves look really cool. The belt is nice. It is god tier, and that's all I'm gonna say about it because it doesn't need an explanation. It's that good. Only thing to note is that this is the season. This is the other season pass exclusive stuff. So when you buy the season pass, you get that skin along with Gotham by Gaslight. So now we got Earth 2 Bruce Wayne. This is a different one, I'd say. So when the New 52 launched, they did an Earth 2 book, and this version of Bruce Wayne, he's older. Like he's got a daughter, and he's married to Selena Kyle. He dies in like the first issue though, so you don't really get like any kind of interaction with him aside from flashbacks. But I like what they did with the suit here. The cowl is interesting with the shape of the ears. The neck piece going into the logo is interesting. Honestly, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the Robert Pattinson suit, but I like it. I like it better there. The logo is barely a bad shape. I would have had some extra points, just kind of making it more bat-like. Because if you look at it straight from the front, besides the head, you wouldn't really get that it's a bat. Or it's a bat with its wings cut off or something. But I like how there's the bodysuit is split up. So down the middle is like portion in black, while the sides and stuff is all gray. That looks really cool. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, I like the belts. The gauntlets look pretty cool. I think they took these gauntlets, or at least part of them, from the Night of the Round Table Batman, or at least that's how it looks like. He's got the Christmas sticks on the side. He's trying to be Nightwing and or Daredevil, and the boots are definitely different too. This is one I like using just every once in a while for shits and giggles, but I don't really go out of my way to use it. Yeah, not bad. But it's not the only Earth 2 skin we have in the game, because as you're going to see, we got Earth 2 Dark Knight. So this one is actually Thomas Wayne. This is Bruce's dad. When Bruce dies, in this continuity, his dad is alive, and he's a lot older. And when he decides to become Batman, he uses this kind of drug performance enhancer. Yeah, so he can operate and not break a hip. So I think, okay, I'm just going to state this outright. The night version is way better. But this one is not bad. I like this one though. It's got all the hallmarks of the Earth 2 Thomas Wayne, like the short-eared cowl. He's got the logo, the belt, which is like ripped straight from the books, and I kind of wish Knight did this version of the belt. It just kind of did its own thing. You got the gauntlets here with like some knuckle protection, and also the two scallop sides. You got the red on the inside of the cape, and the standard boots and stuff. The only thing that bothers me, and this is just me, the texture of the cape looks off. Like it's not quite leather, but it's also trying to go for like, it's almost like the Dark Knight cape, where it's just a cloth cape. It looks kind of weird, and it's all wrinkled up, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't feel good. But yeah, not a bad suit at all. Let's see, what else do we... I think we have just one more. Yeah, here we go. So we have the final skin to look at, which is Injustice Batman. And it might be just me, but I think they did a way better version. They did a way better job of translating this than in its own game. um, yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of the Injustice costume, like the Injustice Batman suit in that game. It looks weird on the tiny framed Batman. I know that what they're trying to go for, which is like Dark Knight Rises. Um, but yeah, this armor is just kind of all over the place. But for some reason, it looks a lot better here on this bigger built Batman than it does in its own game. It's probably just me, but like, also they did like small changes throughout, which are like, it just makes it look a bit nicer. Like the colors are a lot more subdued here. Like you can see where the cape and stuff is, and there's also on the mask. Like it's not as like all over the place with its color scheme. Armor looks really detailed. I love how the gauntlets look on this. The belt, like it just, to me, it would have helped in the Injustice game if they built Batman a little bigger, because he looks like a twig in that game. And yeah, I think it just looks really nice on the muscular behemoth that is Arkham Batman. So if only they did an Injustice 2 suit for Arkham Knight. So yeah, everybody, that is going to be it for the showcase of Arkham Origins skins. There is a lot to go through, and for the most part, I think they did a good job with what we were given. Out of my favorites, Lantern skins is right up there. Long Halloween, and also for shits and giggles, Nightfall is also another one which I like. Like whenever I get the chance to play through Arkham Origins and use skins, those are the ones that I kind of gravitate myself towards. More so the Lantern stuff and Long Halloween. I think those are probably my favorites as of right now. But we'll see. But anyway, that is going to conclude this showcase, and we'll be back. I think next time we'll do Arkham Knight, and then we'll kind of take a break from the Arkham games, because there's at least, I think, one more video, which is Blackgate, which I kind of want to save for another time. But yeah, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. I will see you all next time. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.